Okay, so like what do we know, like what is for loop
Hello,
actually?
Subhabrata.
Yes.
Yeah, I have an announcement for the associates.
Yes,
So,
do announce.
okay. Okay, hi everyone. Uh, the previous videos are on the YouTube channel, okay, the PCS Global YouTube channel. If you have any doubt on previous classes, then you can go through the YouTube channel and the videos are there. If you have any doubt, and there are previous video classes and classes links are in the EILP batch group in WhatsApp also. You can check it out from there. Okay, okay, okay. Let's carry on. Okay, so good.
So let's know what is for loop. So basically, like in Java, the for loop is a control flow statement that allow us to repeatedly execute a block of code for a specified number of times. Okay. The for loop provides a consist way to initialize, test, and update or increment anything you say, a loop counter within a single line. It is commonly used when we know in advance, like whatever number we have to iterate, we want to perform. Okay. Okay. So this is the description, okay, for loop. So in Java, the for loop is a control flow statement that allows us to repeatedly execute a block of code for a specified number of times. Okay, the for loop provides a concise way to initialize, test, and update a loop counter within a single line. It is commonly used when we know in advance the number of iteration we want to perform. Okay, so here you say in update, we say like increment, decrement. So basically it is doing the updatation. Okay. So let's see like what is the syntax of it. Okay. So For that, like yeah, for that you need to know like what is initialization do, like testing do. Okay, so like testing, you say like you say condition over here. Okay, so whatever the condition, we give condition. Okay, so let's see, like here in Java, eh, one we have initialization. Okay, so initialization will do what? So basically initialization, it is a initial condition which is executed once when the loop starts. Okay. So basically here we can initialize the variable. Okay. Or we can use an already initialized variable. Okay. Like it is an optional condition. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So basically, we can give the variable. Okay. What we are initializing, we initializing the variable and we are giving the value over there. Okay. That is like doing the initialization part. Okay. Here we, what we do, we initialize. Next we have condition or testing, whatever you say. Say like condition. And so condition will do what? It is the second condition, like which is executed each time to test the condition, okay, of the loop. So it continues execution until the condition is false. Okay, so it is the second condition which is executed each time. Okay, so until the condition is false, it will execute the loop. Okay. So, and it must return Boolean value, either true or false. Okay. Uh, True or false, it is condition. Okay. That condition we already know, like it is giving two-way, like true or false. Okay. So, like, why it is second condition? Like, we will come to that. Okay. And third, we have increment decrement. Okay, that we say update. So what increment decrement will do? I hope like everyone already know, right? It increment or decrement the variable value by one. Okay, or like it is optional condition. Okay. Increment or decrement value. Okay. So basically this part, like what is like increment decrement part, right? So this part is executed after each iteration and it's typically used to update the loop counter or variable. Okay. Okay. So let's see the declaration. Okay. For loop. Day 5. Let's see for loop. Create a class for loop. See the syntax. Okay. So the syntax will be like for, this is the for tag. Okay. For, and within a parenthesis, like braces, within a braces, there should be like three things. Okay. So here are the three things, which is initialization, condition, and increment decrement part, right? So yeah, like initialization happening. After that, we are giving condition. After that, increment decrement happening. Okay, which is update, or you say increment decrement happen. And after that, we just execute the statement, whatever the block of code we need to execute over here. Okay, within the for loop. Okay. So this is the center. The initialization, condition, and increment decrement. So you can say like this is the state one. Okay, so this is the first thing, like first state, second state, and third state we are having. So like say and here it is statement 3. So like statement 1 is corresponding to initialization. These are the thing, like 3 statements are there. Okay. So let's see. So in statement 1, basically it execute one time before the execution of the code of block. Okay. And second statement will defines the condition for executing the block of code. And third statement, which is like it execute every time after the block of code has been executed. Okay. Like let me just like when we come to example, you will understand what is actually happening. Okay. So statement 1. Statement 1, it is like it statement it is execute. So it is executed one time. Okay, it is executed before the execution of the block of code, whatever. Okay. Okay. So statement 2, like here, condition. Okay, it is statement 2. Okay. So it defines the condition for the executing the code block. Okay. So basically it will do every time, like whenever the whenever this will happen, right? Like it will after condition, it will perform like increment, decrement, the updatation will happen. Okay, so it execute like every time after the block of code has been executed. Okay, so this is every time. Okay. Okay, let's see the example. So suppose initialization. In initialization, what we do actually, like we are initializing the variable. Okay. So here, sub I'm initializing the variable int, suppose say int I or whatever, say a equals to 0. Okay. And after initializing, I have to give the condition. So here, what condition, like whatever the arithmetic condition we already see, right? So in greater than, lesser than, equals to like greater equals to lesser equals to, these are the conditions. Okay, so see I lesser than suppose 5. Okay, so basically I'm it is giving error because I initialize as a, there is no I, so a, a greater than a lesser than 5, and here increment decrement. Okay, so now a plus plus. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so basically whenever I print a, okay, so a is like zero position, like the value of a is 0, right? So it will like check like the condition, it will go check the condition. Okay, yes, a is lesser than 5, the condition is true. Okay, so after that it will execute like here. So like for print, we already know there is a print function is there. So without print function, there is nothing will show in the console. Okay. Print, print pass A. So basically what it will do, it will check here. It is checking like, yeah, it is 0. And now A becomes 0. So 0 is lesser than 5. The condition became true. So whenever the condition became true, it will like print first. Okay. It will print first, and after that it will do the increment decrement. Okay. That updatation we already. Okay. So it will print 0 first. Okay. And then it will comes to increment decrement update portion. It will do the update incrementing by 1. The value of A become 1, and like that it will like check one is lesser than 5. Yeah, true. With like whenever the like when the condition is true, it will execute until and unless the condition is true. Okay, whenever the condition become false, it will like stop the terminate the program. Okay, so let's run the program. Okay, so what's happening? Not saved. Okay, so yeah, if you see like you have this star icon in your file, right? So this means your file is not saved actually. Okay, do save and yours. Okay, okay, just so why it is like printing up to 4, right? So it is checking the condition a, yeah, 4 is lesser than 5, but 5 like 5 is not lesser than 5, right? So we need to give the equals to over there, right? So for that, like lesser equals to that condition. If we give that, then it will print up to 5. Okay. Everyone got it right? What is for loop? How it actually works? Hello? Like,
Yes, sir.
anyone like understood this thing? Or I
Yes,
can.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next we have like break and continue. Okay. Okay. Next we have break and continue. So in Java, what we know actually, like break and continue keyword. What we actually do. So in Java, break and continue are two control flow statement used within loops, such as for loop, while loop, and do while loop. We use like break and continue in those loops. Okay. To modify the flow of the loop. So first we will see the break. Okay, break loop, break Java break statement. Okay. Not used. So break statement. So the break statement is used to terminate the current loop perpetually. Okay. When encounter the break statement, cause the loop to exit immediately. Okay. So whenever we give the break statement, it actually terminate after satisfying the condition. It give the terminate. Okay. It will not continue. It will terminate there. Okay. Like if we suppose uh, in a for loop, if we say like if within a for, we can declare if statement also, right? So within a for, in for loop, there is a initialization condition over there, increment decrement happening. Okay. So and we initialize if loop inside the for loop, and we say like whatever the initial we are initializing a or I, we say I or a double equals to 5, whatever it is. Okay. After that, we are passing break statement inside it. So basically, okay, let me just do the description and I will explain the thing. Okay. So basically, when encountered, the break statement cause the loop to exit immediately. Okay. Okay, immediately. So and the program execution continues with the statement flowing of the loop. Okay. Yeah. Don't say like okay, the break statement cause the loop exit immediately, and say like and uh, what you say, like it used to jump out from the like statement, like whatever we say, like it will exit. Okay. Like it and the break statement can also Okay. So let's see some example of break statement. Suppose say there is a for loop. Okay, so we know how to declare for loop, right? So first we are going to initializing some variable. So say like I equals to 1, and after that giving the condition I lesser than equals to say like 10, doing the increment I plus plus. Okay, this is a for loop. So inside a for loop, let's take a if. Okay, if state. If now here we are stating, right, here we are going to state what we are going to state. Let's check up to 5. Okay, so let's check I equal double equals to 5. So like whenever and is like here break. Okay. So basically here what it will do, it will this will doing the loop, right? So for loop what it will do, it will checking like yeah, I equals to like 1, and it is checking the condition over here. So it is true. Okay, I 1 is lesser than equals to 10, of course true. And like before incrementing, it is actually going to like print, okay, print the thing. Okay. So for printing, what we need to do, yeah, otherwise we cannot give the thing, right? So printing need to be done. So we have to give some printing statement over here. So we cannot give inside the if statement. Okay. So these are going to be for loop. Okay. So here it's the thing here inside for loop, we are going to print. Okay. So let's say shout. Uh, and here we are going to print the I. So basically what it will check, it will normally doing the loop over here, it will checking, and whenever it will like satisfy this condition, right? Whenever it is satisfying this condition, it will break over here. It will not continue up to 10. So basically what it is doing, it is checking, it is starting from 1. Okay. And condition it is taking 1. Yeah, true. And it is printing 1 over here. And after printing, it is doing updatation, increment, decrement happening. Okay. Whenever it is coming over here like 5, okay. Whenever it is coming 5, and yeah, it is checking, right? 5 over here, I double equals to, whenever it becomes I becomes 5, so there it will terminate over here, break. Okay, and it will not continue. Okay, so let's see, let's run the program, what it is showing. Save the program and okay. So basically, whenever the condition it is satisfying, it will break and not print the value over here. Okay. So if I don't give this thing, right? So if I just block this one, so basically it will perform up to 10. Okay, so it will print generally up to 10. Okay, so this if statement is stating that whenever I is equals to 5, whenever the value become 5, it is every time it is incrementing, right? So 1 become 2 and 2 become 3. Whenever it comes to 5, it is terminate the thing and it will not print. Up to 4, it will print. So this is the break statement. Okay. Hello, anyone having any doubt with the break statement? Sorry. So let's see the
No, sir.
continue statement. First, we see like what is continue actually, continue statement. Okay. Mm, Next, we have Java break statement. Okay, so what, sorry, Java break statement has done. Next, we have continue. Okay, so continue statement. So what is Java continue statement? So the continue statement is used to skip the rest of the current iteration and move to the next iteration of the loop. Okay, so when encountered, the continue statement cause the loop to jump to the next iteration, skip any code below the continue. Like whatever we are giving, right? So it will skip that one and continue to the next iteration. Okay. So basically, okay, let me just do the description. Okay, so not skipping any code like iteration, it will jump to next iteration. Okay. Okay. So let's see the example. So, so I do separate, but just need to change this break to continue. Okay. I'm showing you here. So instead of break, if I give continue here, so what it will do? Okay. So basically, like here, I'm declaring, right? So it is stopping right up to 4, like printing up to 4 and terminating when it is coming to 5. Okay. In case of break, but in case of continue, it will do what? It will skip like whatever the condition I am giving within the if statement, right? So it will skip the 5. Okay. And continue after that. Okay, so checking the condition, okay, one, yeah, it is true and it is doing printing and after that it is updating over here. And whenever like the loop is continuing like 1, 2, 3, 4, and here the 5. And here it is we are giving inside the if loop and we are giving some condition here I double equals to 5. Okay, whenever this condition is satisfied, right? So this condition will not execute, like it will not print. Okay, this 5 will skip. Okay, this 5 will jump. Okay, like it will skip this 5 and jump to the next iteration. Okay, got it. So let's see. Let's try to run the program and let's see what is it printing 5 or it is keeping. Okay. Okay, so basically if you see, like, it is keeping the 5. Okay, and doing the continuation. Okay, after skipping 5 it will doing the continuation of other like loop, next iteration it is coming. Okay, everyone got it, like what is continue. So continuous statement is used to skip the rest of the current iteration and move to the next iteration of the loop. Okay, like no one is saying anything, like are you guys understanding right what is happening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it will actually skip whatever the condition you are giving within the if. Okay, so it will skip this condition if it is true, and it will do after skipping, it will do the iteration. Okay, the continue iteration. Okay, so next we have Java arrays. Okay. So what is array? Like what is array in Java actually? Let's uh, in Java, like an array is a data structure that allows you like allow us to store a fixed size sequential collection of elements of the same data type. Okay, whatever data type we are declaring in array, we have to give the same data type sequence. Okay, like those are in fixed in size. And yes, arrays provide an efficient way to manage and access multiple elements with a single variable. Okay, like within a single variable, we can declare like multiple arrays. Okay. So, and each element in an array is accessed by its index number. Remember, okay. And the starting form is 0 for the first element. Okay. Whatever index number we have, we started from 0 and the first element is placed on 0 index number. Okay. And array, and it provides an efficient way to manage and access multiple elements with a single variable. Okay. So each element in an array is accessed by its index, starting from 0 for the first element. Okay, and one for the one for the second element, and like 0 for the first element. We already know, right? So see, like basically we know like in array whenever like element we placed, it will, the first element will be in the place of zero index now. Okay, and like one is for second element, like so on, like why it will go on whatever the element you have, it will do the respective index number. Okay, and start from zero, like one for the second, it's like second element. This was the so now we see like how we declare the how we actually declare the array. Okay, so basically to declare an array, so defines the variable type with square bracket. Okay, so like how we actually know like what is the declaration, like how we know like this is an array, this is an array. So there's some key thing uh, like when declaring the data type, we need to give the square bracket after the data type. Okay, like before the variable and after the data type. Okay, see, declaration. Okay, array declaration. So okay. Mm, okay, so how we declare the array basically. So first is data type. After data type, we need to give square braces. Sorry, square braces. This square braces is identity, like this square braces will tell that this variable, whatever the variable we giving, uh, this variable is like array. Okay, suppose give this like int. So this int become like it is a array type. Okay, got it. So first data type. After data type, we need to specify the square braces. Okay. So this braces will define that this variable is a array type. Say like say data type. Okay, and like it will like give the array. Okay, and what you say like yes, like this is the declaration. Okay, data type and the square braces, and like we have to give the array name over there, like variable, whatever the variable, this is like not a variable, we say array name, like whatever we give as variable, that is an array. Okay, say like array name. Okay, this will fine. Okay. Okay. So basically to declare an array, we need to like specify the data type of the elements and use square braces. Okay, square bracket, what you say, square bracket to indicate that it is an array. Okay, that's the syntax. Like, which is like, okay. So this is the syntax actually, and like this is the proper description, like how we actually indicate that this is an array. Okay, this is the syntax. Right. Let's see some like example. Suppose say array. Suppose data type say string I'm giving taking. Okay, and suppose say array main should be like, say like we are taking car as an array. Okay, cars, and here we passing some like elements. What we say, we don't say value here, we say elements. For array, whatever value we are passing, that is an element, we say. So, and how we like, what is the syntax to declare an element to an array? Okay, so see, like there is a curly braces. Within a curly braces, we need to define each and every element. Okay, so see, like it is string. So for string, what we know, we need to use double quote. Okay, so here I'm using double quote and I'm passing some car name. Okay, say like Maruti. And after that, if you give multiple, so give comma and same like double quote and say name Volvo. Like this is one element, second element, third element, like that. Okay, and this first element is in the zero index number, as we know. Okay, like say Ford. Okay, these are the element we are having. So basically, now we declared a variable that holds an array, right? Array of string, like this is a string. Okay. So to insert a value to it, like we can use an array literal, like literal place to place the value in a comma separate, like comma, and whatever we are doing, like we are giving comma and giving the array. Okay, inside that, like the same things to the, if you like want to declare like, see, this is a string data type and it is holding a string value. You cannot pass what you say, like integer value over here. Okay, it will show the error. Okay, because this is a string type, you cannot give an integer. For that, you have to create another, like for int integer, you have to create a data type, and there you can say like car is already taken, cars there, like int say age. Okay, And not age, say number. It is easy. Num. So, and here the same thing, okay, within a curly braces. This is a declaration of element, like how we pass the element. So inside a curly braces, okay, is it like inside a curly, if it is string or integer, we need to like pass inside the curly braces if it is like array. Okay, so pass some number 21 and same thing 54, if 84, like this. Okay, so like multiple numbers are here as element, but the data type is like we can store the same, with the same data type we can store multiple elements, okay, with the same data type. We cannot store a different data type, like different data type within a like array. Okay, so it is a declaration like and like how it is a creating an array. Okay, this we are creating. So if I want to access any element from it, for that what I need to know, like what I need to do to, if I want to access any element, right? So like if I want to print a specific thing, right? So if I want to print this Volvo specifically, so for that what I need to do, so we already know, like accessing the element of an array. This is called accessing the element of an array. Okay. So an element are accessed using their index. Okay, which start from 0 and goes up to like whatever it is, like length. We are here like we already know, like we can access by index number. So yes, how we can do that? So see, we can directly like print, or we can access in another variable, you can say. Okay, so for string we can initialize a string variable for that, and we can pass a value to there. Okay, suppose say like take a string variable, string, suppose a car, and like string that selected car. Okay, and here we are passing this array to the to this selected car variable. Okay, so let's pass car array, the cars, and that's an array. Okay, this cars is an array. So for that, what we know, like this having a process. Okay, and to access whatever like I want to get, right? So to access I need to give the index number, right? So if I want to access this port, so for that what I need to give, like what index number I need to pass over there, can anyone tell me? Hello?
Two.
Yeah, correct. If I give 2 over here, it will access this one. Okay, correct. And now I'm going to shout like print, say so, and I'm passing this selected car because this car is as a string, right? This is a variable, but this is an array. Okay. So I'm just simply call the string. The same things for number also. Okay. You can do the selected number and you can do the thing. And this is the one way also. And there's another way you can directly print the array. Okay. Let me save the thing, save and array, run the program. Now it's coming only printing the Ford, right? Yeah. So yes, printing the Ford. Next, shout. Well, so here, what I'm going to pass, you can do it directly over here. So cars, okay, cars and pass, sorry, cars, and here give the liberaces, and here you can, so I want to pass this Maruti. So give the 0 index number and it will print the Maruti for me. Okay. So, and basically, if you want to pass everything, like print everything, so there's no need to give this index number. Okay. So basically, you just print the thing. You're passing cars, and after that, print just um, just pass the cars, and it will print everything present inside the cars array. Okay. Let's run and see like what is happening. Okay, so Maruti Java lang string. Okay. So I need to pass this in a variable. Okay, so after that I am going to print the variable. Okay, suppose say like cars I'm passing. Let's see cars array. Okay, basically, if I want to print, we can do the iteration. Okay, so in collection framework, so we have iteration, we can do by for loop. Okay, cannot do like this. So basically, like there is called, okay, coming to step by step. Okay, this will confuse you like quite step by step. Yes. So, sir, why array index
Hello.
start from zero? Okay, one any like yeah. Cause like I saw your text right now. So basically we cannot like it is already told in like whenever we work with arrays, right? So it basically start with zero. The index number. Index number is always start from zero. Okay. Like you can like yeah, it is by default like taking like whatever element that first element is placed in zero index number. Okay. You cannot do the change over there, like it is by default like for arrays. Okay, like whenever you work with arrays, like don't confuse, like this is for arrays. Okay, and the and for loop and those loop whatever we actually work previously for, that we actually do from like one, that loop is different and array is different, don't get confused. Okay, so index number is different thing. Okay. And index number, remember always index number start from zero. Okay. You cannot change, like you cannot like by default, it cannot be one. Okay. There's some like already predefined thing you cannot do if you wish do that thing. You cannot. Okay. That's already predefined in Java. Got it?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
hello.
Yeah. Say.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah. Ask.
We have many loops to
Yes.
iterate a,
Yeah.
but
Say.
we don't know which situation we can use what type of loop.
Okay. Like, yeah, there's lot of loops, right? So, like for what loops you will do the thing, right? So, yeah, so you can say like there is for loop you use. Okay, we basically use for loop. Okay, and there is another thing for each loop. Okay, if you know that thing, the for each loop is used for array, looping through an array. Okay. So there are a lot of things, lot of loops we can use in to declare like to print those values. Okay, we can do lot of things, lot of loops over there. Okay, one for loop, for each loop. Basically, for array we use the most of the time is used for each loop. Okay, that will coming. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, declaring the
Okay, sir.
string data type, how we declare the string. Okay, so declaring a string one thing and giving a element. So this is the syntax. So within the curly braces we just declare a element. Okay, So there can be multiple element within an array. Okay. And we can just print a specified array by its index number. Okay. So yeah. So this is basically the accessing elements, like accessing an array elements. Okay. We just declaration I've done. So yeah, that you say like why we using zero. So basically like it starts from zero and goes up to like length minus one, where length is the total number of element in a array. Because why we are taking length minus one? Because it starts from zero. So example we already like this is the accessing array elements. Okay. Next, coming like we can count the whatever the length of the array is. Like what is the length of an array? Okay, we can count by the function length. Okay, there is already a length function inside the array. Okay, so length function will do what? Length function. So the length is an array. Okay, it's determined by the number of the element it contains. Okay, so we can get the length of an array using the length attribute. Like there is already like length attribute is there, okay, inside the array. So these all things like accessing element, like getting length or whatever the length, these all are inside the array. Okay, array class. Okay, if you see. These are the arrays property. Okay, like you say like attributes. These are the array attributes. Length and like looping things. Okay. There are a lot of attributes. Okay. You see. So let's see some examples how we can do this. Okay. So basically, if I want to like if I want to want to know the what is the length of my array, right? So coming to here, array, and this is declaration. Okay, we have after that. This is basically accessing an element. uh, and accessing elements. So now we will see like how we get the length. Okay. So for that, say create another variable. Okay. Say like say that length is in like we are getting the length in number, right? So the whatever the variable we are declaring, it should be integer type, right? So int and say like array length. Okay. Okay. And pass like say whatever array we having, right? Say like cars. Okay. So this data type is string. So array length should be integer. Okay, let's see. Cars dot length is there. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So now, so this variable, array variable, it will what it will getting, it is having that array and array that it will get the length of this array. Okay. Now let's pass this array variable. So here what we are doing, we are just finding the length. Okay. Array length. Array length. Let's give some space. Array length, and these are the all printing. And pass this array. Save it and run the thing. Yeah, and it is saying 3. Okay. So yeah. Now 1, 2, 3. Okay. There is three elements we are having. Okay. So everyone got it right. So there is another way you can. Yeah, this is for length. Okay. We are getting the length. And you can do it like print it directly. Okay, so basically normally if you want to print in a system, right, in the what you say in printing statement, you can do it. Okay. So here you need to do what, you need to just pass that cars dot length, cars dot length, and it will do the same thing. Everyone got it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so coming to next. Okay, so next we have like iterating through an array. Like if I want to like so if you already thinking right how you can print this value sequentially. Okay, so there's we can do through loop. Okay, we can do like for loop. We can use like there is another we can say for each loop is there. Okay, so we will know the two loops. Okay. Okay, so let's come to the first. We see like this example. Okay, yes, this is the like syntax. Okay, we can do like this one way, and there is another way. We just directly print it. Okay, and it is the another way. Well, this is the two way you can print. Okay, first you can pass the array to a variable and you just print the variable. And next you can just print inside the like inside the print statement, pass the array with the length. Okay. So next we have through loops. Okay. Okay, so like there's lot of functions that there like lot of loops. So yeah, and there's multi-dimensional arrays also there. First we will see this one. Okay, so iterating through loops. Okay, iterating through an array. Okay, iterating through an array. Yeah. So basically, how we can do like we can use loops for this. Okay, to iterating, we can use loops such as like for loop or enhanced for. So like enhanced for loops, like each if you or if you know like for each loop is there, that is the enhanced of for loop. Okay, that we used for the array. Like whenever we iterate through elements of an array, we just use for loop or the for each loop. That is the enhanced portion, like extension of for. Okay. Uh, let's see some examples like how it actually is. So, yeah. Now coming to so I'm creating another class. Okay, say like okay, so name it class name, give array. Okay, array for loop and having the main method. Let's see. So how we can like say there we have yeah, say suppose we are declaring one array that is integer. Okay, so let's declare array which is number. Okay, uh, int and say numbers, multiple numbers there. We have multiple numbers. Okay. So I gave the random numbers. Okay. Now I want to like iterate like now I want to say like print those number, like whatever number I having I want to print. Okay, let's see how I can print this number. So I'm using for loop for printing. Okay, so we already know. So if I want to iterate, so we need to use for or for each loop. So see for, and here the we already see like how we declare the for loop, right? So there we need to we have three things, right? Initialization, condition, and increment decrement. So we are initializing a variable there. This is not a variable. This is a array. And let's see, int variable declaring I equals to 0. That is the initial value. And condition I'm giving that I less than, we are like we are getting this whatever here, right? So for that we are passing numbers. Okay, so sorry, uh, numbers, and we want this length to be print. Okay, so dot length. So basically length, like we already see like previously in arrays. So length will print what is the how many elements are present in the array. That is the length of an array. Okay. So it will print the like there is 3 elements are present in this array. So it will print 3. So like yeah, it is here. It will check. Okay. So it will check right at 0. Like I'm giving two long digits. So let's see how it will actually perform. Okay. So basically, okay, it will check. Okay. Let's see like incrementing. After checking, it will do incrementing. So I plus plus. Okay, plus plus. And yes, now we have the loop. Okay, this is the loop. Here inside the for loop, now we are going to print. Okay, print the array. That is our numbers. Okay, array. So, and we are going to pass this number over here. And because this is an array, so here we have to like, no, right, this is an array, and yes, we are passing this I variable over here. That is iterating, right? Right. So let's save it and run the thing. Let running. Okay. Just a minute. So it is like printing, right? Line wise, sequentially. Okay. So this is the one way you can do for loop using the for loop. And there is another way you can do using the for each loop. Okay, so anyone having any doubt, please come on. This is only the single dimensional, okay, not the multi-dimensional. This is the array, okay. And this array having like lots of attributes inside it, like length is there, lots of attribute, okay. And like if we want to like print this value, like whatever elements we are having inside this number arrays and array, so basically like we are doing the loops, okay. We are using the for loop for the iteration of this element. Everyone got it right? So basically what we are doing, we are counting the length. Okay, so and like length we are counting, so it is like from zero it is taking, right? So yeah, it is checking like in zero index number. So like it is checking by index number, as you know. This zero is it is like from index number zero, right? So if I gave it here one, so it will remove this thing. Okay, it will print from here. Save it and run it. Everyone cleared? Anyone having doubts? Hello.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So like in case of array, when we are using for loop, so we actually defines this initialization. So we pass the index number, remember. Okay. Okay, let's see the another way, that is for each loop. Okay. So okay. So basically array for each loop. So see like here. Like there is a declaration. So for each loop, there is for each loop there is a syntax. Okay, so let's see the syntax. What is the syntax? Okay, so this is through narratives. Okay, so let's see. This is the example. Okay, so basically loop. Everyone got it right. So let's see the for each loop. Okay, say for. So let's see the syntax like. So basically, like it is used to exclusively to loop through an element, okay, in array. Like both are doing the same thing, but there are different approaches. Okay. So there is syntax. Okay. So basically we already see the for loop syntax here. Okay. This is for loop syntax. Okay. Like if you come over here, like for loop, Java for loop. This is the syntax we already know. And we are using the syntax to print the thing. Okay. In condition, we are passing that array. Okay. And we are doing the length. So here in for each loop, so this is basically used for this for each loop is basically like used for to iterate through an array only. Okay. We just only use for each loop to iterate through an array. let's say like for, this is the syntax for, and within a for, so inside for, what is the thing like type, like we are declaring the data type. Okay, so inside the data type, after data type, give space and declare the array. Okay, what we are not giving the variable here, we are giving the array. Okay, sorry, we are like I'm mistaken, like here we actually doing the where was, here we are actually creating an array and we are passing this array to an variable, right? Here is a variable, we are passing this array to here, right? Inside the variable. So remember, in for each loop, there is data type variable. So what we are doing, we are passing uh, that array to this variable. So there we actually don't use like assignment operator. So what we use here, we use colon for this. Okay, for assigning a string like array to that variable. Okay, so and give that here that array. Okay, that array name what we use, array. Okay, everyone got it right. So this is the syntax, proper syntax, and like the code, whatever we are going to print inside here. Okay. So this is the syntax. Okay. Uh, okay. So this is the syntax. Let's see how it actually works. Okay. So suppose like give like first we have to initialize the arrays, right? First we need to initialize the array, like how to declaring of an array that we know. So say like int age, like number of age is there. Uh, okay, so say like here we have ages like 12. Uh, sorry, here we are going to give this. This is an array. Okay, so give age 20. So these are the age. Okay, 9. And now I'm going to print this sequentially. Okay, using for each loop. So state the data type over here, that integer, and variable name, give anything like any variable name you want to give, like number. And here what we are going to pass, we are going to pass this array. Okay, so here now it is right. So this is the like, and now what we are going to do, just we are going to print the now number. Okay, just shout. Okay, and just print the, and just pass this num to print statement. Okay, and see like what it will print. Okay, okay, so see like performing the same things but in different method. Okay, like using for loop is one there. Okay, and another way is for each loop you can do. Everyone got it right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Like let for today it is like it is 8:45, right? So yeah, let's end this for today, and tomorrow we will continue.